You wake up tired, again. The alarm goes off, and before you even open your eyes, you already feel behind, already exhausted, already dreading the day, and you haven't even started it yet. Here's what no one tells you. The problem isn't how much you sleep. The problem is how little of that sleep is actually working. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will completely change the way you think about rest, energy, and time itself. There are people out there, you've seen them. They wake up at 5 in the morning, clear-eyed, focused, already moving. They get more done by 9 a.m. than most people get done in a full day. And they did it on less sleep than you. Not because they're superhuman. Not because they have some genetic gift. Because they figured out something most people never bother to understand. Sleep isn't about time. It's about depth. Think about that for a second. You could lie in bed for 10 hours, scrolling, tossing, half awake, half asleep, and wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck. Or you could sleep 6 hours so deeply, so efficiently, that your body and brain are completely restored. 2 hours less, feeling completely different. That's not motivation talk. That's biology. Your brain doesn't count hours. It counts cycles. Every single night, your brain moves through stages. Light sleep, deep sleep, REM. And each full cycle takes about 90 minutes. Deep sleep is where your body physically recovers. Muscles rebuild, immune system strengthens, energy is recharged. REM sleep is where your brain comes alive, focus sharpens, memories solidify, creativity regenerates. When you complete those cycles cleanly, fully, your body gets everything it needs, even in 5.5 hours, even in 6. But here's the brutal truth most people never face. If your sleep is fragmented, chaotic, disrupted by screens and stress and caffeine and noise, you can sleep 9 hours and still feel completely empty. 9 hours. Wasted. Because it wasn't deep. It wasn't clean. It was just time spent unconscious. So the question isn't how long are you sleeping? The question is how well. And now I need to ask you something harder. Something you might not want to sit with. What are you doing to your sleep before it even starts? You already know the answer. You're on your phone. One more video. One more scroll. One more thing that doesn't matter. And you know, it doesn't matter, but you keep going anyway. And suddenly, it's 2 a.m. And suddenly 6 hours becomes 5. And 5 becomes 4. And you wake up and you say the same thing you said yesterday. Tomorrow, I'll fix it. Tomorrow, I'll sleep earlier. Tomorrow, I'll be different. But tomorrow comes and the cycle repeats. And you wonder why you feel behind. You wonder why you can't focus. You wonder why everyone else seems to be moving forward while you feel stuck in the exact same place. That's not bad luck. That's a pattern. And patterns can be broken, but only if you decide to break them. Here's what the high performers understand that you don't. Discipline isn't something you feel. It's something you do. You don't wait to feel ready. You don't wait to feel motivated. You set the time. You protect the time. You honor the time. Every single night. Same sleep time. Same wake time. Even weekends. Especially weekends. Because your brain doesn't take weekends off. Your circadian rhythm doesn't take weekends off. Consistency is the training. Consistency is the signal. And when that signal is strong, your brain begins releasing melatonin automatically. Sleep deepens. Cycles complete. You wake up before your alarm. Eyes open. Mind clear. Ready. That is not fantasy. That is what happens when you stop treating sleep like a casualty of your day and start treating it like the foundation of your performance. Now let's talk about what the last hour before bed is actually doing to you. That hour you spend scrolling, watching, reacting. Your brain is being drenched in blue light that tells your nervous system it's daytime. Melatonin production drops. Heart rate stays elevated. Mind keeps racing. And then you close your eyes and wonder why you can't fall asleep, why your thoughts keep spinning, why you wake up in the middle of the night. You did that, not your schedule, not your stress. You. And that's not shame, that's ownership. Because if you created the problem, you can create the solution. The last 60 minutes before bed are your most powerful tool. No screens, dim lights, warm room turned cool. Write down what's spinning in your mind. Not to solve it, just to release it. Let the page hold it so your brain doesn't have to. Do something quiet, something slow, something that tells your entire nervous system that the war is over for today. Rest is safe. Rest is allowed. Rest is necessary. Because here's what procrastination really is. It's not laziness. It's dysregulation. It's a nervous system that never gets to truly come down. That's always in partial alert mode. Always half processing the next thing. Sleep is when that system finally resets. And if you never give it the conditions to reset properly, you carry the weight of every unfinished day into the next one, and the next, and the next. You feel it, don't you? That heaviness, that fog, that sense that no matter how much time passes, you never quite catch up. That ends when you decide it ends. Morning is where everything changes. The moment your alarm goes off, that is the moment. Not the second snooze, not 5 more minutes, that moment. Because the decision you make in that moment tells your brain who you are. Every single day you hit snooze, you teach your brain that discomfort wins, that rest is more valuable than action, that you can be overruled by the first obstacle of the day. And that lesson carries forward into your work, into your habits, into your relationships, into your ambitions. But when you rise, when you get up immediately, wash your face with cold water, step outside into the light, something shifts. Your melatonin drops. Your serotonin rises. Your dopamine activates. Your body wakes up naturally, completely, powerfully, and you start the day having already won the first battle, the one against yourself. That matters more than any productivity hack, more than any morning routine trend, because it's not about the routine. It's about proving to yourself that you're someone who does what they said they would do, even when it's hard, even when it's early, even when no one is watching. That is where real confidence is built, not in the big moments, in this moment, and this one, and every quiet one that no one sees. You keep comparing yourself to other people, their timeline, their results, their highlight reel, and you feel behind. You feel like you're running out of time, but you're not behind. You're just not fully awake yet, not in the way that matters. And 2 hours of recovered sleep isn't just 2 hours. It's your mind working clearly. It's your decisions improving. It's your focus sharpening. It's your emotional regulation stabilizing. It's your creativity returning. 2 hours, done right, gives you back more than time. It gives you back yourself. Stop chasing more hours. Start protecting better ones. You don't need to sleep less. You need to sleep smarter. You need to build a rhythm and protect it with everything you have. You need to treat the last hour of your night and the first hour of your morning like they are the most important hours of your life. Because they are. Because one day you will wake up before your alarm. The room will be quiet. The light will be soft. And you will lie there for a moment, completely still, completely clear, and realize that you are not tired, that you are not behind, that you are not struggling. You are simply ready. That day is not far. But it starts tonight. It starts with one decision, one boundary, 1 hour reclaimed from the scroll and the noise and the distraction. One night of choosing yourself over everything else that wants your attention. Make the decision. Protect your sleep. Wake up different. The version of you that wins is already there. You just have to stop exhausting yourself before you can meet them.